But first to the big boxing story, and Ricky Hatton's fight with Floyd Mayweather Jr. is on. Contracts have been signed for the bout to go ahead on December the 8th. I'm delighted to say we're joined on the line now by the hitman himself, Ricky Hatton. Ricky, a very good evening to you. Thanks ever so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
Were you always confident you could persuade him out of retirement?
Yeah, I was always confident, but obviously with him announcing his retirement a couple of times, and until my last performance against Jose Castillo, maybe a lot of people thought I'd lost my chance of fighting him, but with the performance I put in last time, he obviously, can see what a big fight it is. So obviously finally we've put pen to paper, and it's to say I'm delighted would be an understatement.
Yeah, we all remember that superb fight with Costa Tszyu just over a couple of years ago. But as far as fights go, I mean, this has already been called the super fight. Is this, without doubt, the biggest of your career so far?
Without a shadow of a doubt. I mean, I'm fighting now a 5-weight world champion, someone who's the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world. He's won world titles at 5 different weights. It's just can't get bigger than that. I mean, he come off that fantastic win out of another modern-day legend last time. He just come off the win against De La Hoya. So there's no better time to face, really. He's in his prime, I'm in his prime, and to win a world title is one thing, but to be known as the best pound-for-pound fighter on the planet in any weight division would be something else, and I can't wait.
You're going to have to go up to 147 pounds to fight him. You were speaking to your trainer Billy Graham a while ago. He didn't think that was going to be a problem. Some said it looked a bit of a problem when you were up against Collazo not so long ago, but Billy said he was confident because you're going to have a longer lead-in time this time to get used to that weight. Are you happy about fighting at that weight? Yeah,
absolutely. I think I can be better at the weight, and I know it didn't look that way last time, but I had a change of opponent last time. I only had 5 weeks' notice for it. And looking back in hindsight, I ended up getting in the ring too heavy on the night. Normally I get in the ring on the night around about the 11 stone mark, but I ended up getting in the ring about 11.6 really, so it ended up slowing me down. But you learn by your mistakes, and I'll be better prepared next time, and I'll be better, stronger and faster. I have no problems in moving up in weight at all.
Do you feel you're catching him at his best?
Without a shadow of a doubt, really, catching him at his best. Without a shadow. I mean, the last win of his career was his last fight was probably the best win of his career against Oscar De La Hoya. He even moved up and won the world title at light middleweight, which is incredible. I mean, if anybody turns around and says that Floyd Mayweather's passed it, they haven't got a clue what they're talking about.
Yeah, I'd never tell him he was past it, that's for sure. When you fought Costa Tszyu just over a couple of years ago, everybody talked about the dangers that you'd face by going in the ring with him. What kind of dangers do you see by going in the ring with Floyd Mayweather Jr.? What kind of challenge does he bring to you as a boxer?
Well, he's lightning fast. I mean, I think lightning fast would be an understatement. He's absolutely like grease lightning. He's very, very hard to nail. He has a wonderful defence, looks after himself very, very well. But, I'm very, very confident, really. His work rate isn't that great. He spends long periods of time sat on the ropes covering up, and that's the last thing you want to do against me. So, and the 2 fights he's come closest to losing were against Jose Castillo in their first fight, and also against De La Hoya in the last fight when they put a bit of pressure on him, and I'd like to think I am Mr. Pressure. So, there's, anybody who says that this fight's beyond me, they also don't know what you're looking at. I think this is a fight that, I am an underdog, but I'm still very, very capable of winning.
Ricky, I guess a lot of people, apart from the fight itself, will be looking forward to the build-up to the fight. And even before it was announced today that this was going to go ahead, the contracts have been exchanged, the war of words had begun well before that, particularly from the Mayweather camp. I mean, he said a couple of things. He ain't good enough to be my sparring partner, referring to you. He said he ain't nothing but a fat man. He's certainly got a big mouth on him. Are you ready for the verbal jousting?
Not really. It's not my style. I mean, it's like Floyd Mayweather's style to say all that. He's going to do this, he's going to do that. I'm not good enough to be his sparring partner. I'm not good enough to be his sparring partner. What a plonker he's going to look when he gets beat.
How do you ignore all that? Do you just not read the headlines, not listen to any of the press conferences? Because he's a pretty flamboyant character. Do you just kind of buckle down and ignore everything coming out of his camp?
No, I mean, it's just I've watched Floyd Mayweather, for years. I mean, but when you're as experienced as I am, and some of the people like Oscar De La Hoya and the people he's faced, this is just you can't phase us with stuff like that. We've seen it all before. We've been in far too many big fights, so we just laugh at it. But I have a lot of admiration for Floyd. You watch his talent and his ability. He's really is a fighter to admire. He's got so many tricks up his sleeve. It's untrue, but as a person, I would like to think he's the opposite of me, you know, so that's what will make it an interesting build-up, I think.
It's going to be your third fight in Las Vegas. Was there ever any possibility that it could have been in Manchester?
No, I mean, as we stand at this minute, from what I believe, I don't believe it's been confirmed yet where the fight actually is and where the date is. All I've actually done is actually signed for the fight at the minute. I haven't been told a date or a thing yet, but I think that's down to the promoters to announce that themselves. But the main thing is the fight is going to be on by the end of the year. You know, and that is the main thing really. I should imagine I'll find out for 100% certain what date and what venue and everything by the end of the week. I would like to think.
Yeah,
but at least the fight is on now. You know, and that's
absolutely
that's an absolute delight.
December the 8th is the date we're getting, Ricky, whatever the venue is. I mean, the travelling support you get now, if the fight is indeed in Vegas, is just something else, isn't it?
Well, it was something else last time. 10,000 Brits come over, you know, to watch me fight Jose Luis Castillo. And I just hate to think how many will be coming over to Vegas to cheer me on. But this is my chance, this is my dream chance, and, you know, you watch me go and take it.
Ricky, it's so much to look forward to. The new football season about to start. Are you off to see Manchester City at Shrewsbury this evening?
Not this evening, no, at Shrewsbury, but I'll be there Saturday against Valencia, you know, to see the first glimpse of the new outlook and the new players and that. So absolutely fantastic. My little boy is the mascot on Saturday, so we've got him his little kit and his football boots. He's going to be walking the team out, which will make me feel very, very proud. But yeah, City fans very optimistic this season. We've got a good high-profile manager now who seems to be spending the money on top-quality players. So hopefully now City fans will probably have something to cheer about, which they've not had for a long time. It may take all the players time to gel, but you know, the signs are very, very good for the team, and hopefully we can, you know, after Saturday I'll be walking away from Eastlands, you know, feeling a lot happier.
Well, Ricky, we appreciate your time. We're looking forward to that date, December the 8th, already, when you finally get to meet Floyd Mayweather Jr. It's going to be some fight. Thanks for your time.
My pleasure, thank you.
Do you know, Stuart Pearce used to visit Ricky Hatton when he was sparring and when he was training in his gym in Manchester. Can you see Sven-Göran Eriksson doing that?
I can see him looking slightly confused if he sees Ricky on the bags, because it's some sight.